Alright, welcome to the Anti-Hijacking training presented by Listing Eagle. So what is hijacking? From Webster we've got to steal, seize, divert, or appropriate a vehicle or the goods it carries while in transit, to hijack an aircraft. A more relevant example as it pertains to your sales on Amazon: another seller seizing your sales by using your actual product listing, a counterfeit listing of your product, or your text, images, or other copyright protected information. And that's why we're here, guys. We're going to talk all about hijacking and how to protect yourself and how to fight back to protect your FBA business. So there's 7 basic types of hijacking: offer camping, buy box monopolization, parent-child hijacks, product page hijacks, copyright infringement, off-site misrepresentation, and hybrid method hijacks. So offer camping occurs when another seller jumps on your private label product listing. You will see the number of offers increase on your listing, shown where it says the number, new, from, and then the price. So if your FBA listing shows that number increases from 1 to 2 or more, excluding fulfillment by merchant, of course, you've been hijacked. Buy box monopolization is basically a more aggressive form of offer camping where the hijacker has also won the buy box and is showing in the sold by area. When there are multiple sellers on a product, only one seller has the default seller spot for an add to cart on the product listing. And that buy box algorithm looks at many factors such as price, fulfillment method, seller ratings, feedback metrics, refund frequency, and more. Parent-child hijacks occur when another seller inappropriately creates a child ASIN on your product listing. Some even create a parent ASIN and then add their child ASIN to it. It's more work for them, but still diverts sales, and they're almost always counterfeit versions of your product. Product page hijacks are when a seller duplicates your entire product listing as a new competing product on Amazon. And this can be a complete clone of pictures and descriptions or just pieces used. And the product is resold under a completely new ASIN, again, not the one you set up. Copyright infringement hijacks occur when another seller has used your intellectual property, content, images, descriptions, or text without your authorization. Sometimes it can be your same core product but branded differently under their name, yet they are then using your product pictures and descriptions. Off-site misrepresentation hijacks are basically when another seller is duplicating your product page off of Amazon. So similar to the last one, but now we're off of Amazon, and they're going to be on sites like eBay or other e-commerce sites like Sears.com and Etsy and other e-commerce markets. And this often happens when resellers are trying to make a profit via arbitrage, where they're basically buying it at one lower price to then immediately sell at another price that is higher, keeping the profit for themselves. And then there's hybrid method hijacks, which are basically just combinations of the above hijacking methods. And you will see many variations. Counterfeit product sold on your listing, your actual product sold on your listing, counterfeit product sold on another listing, your actual product sold off-site, counterfeit product child ASIN sold on your listing, and many more. So why do we care? These forms of hijacking can be damaging to your business in many ways. Lost sales, damage to your brand or reputation, customer confusion, inconsistent representations, and in some instances, it's fraud. If left unchecked, hijackers can literally shut down your business. So what do we do? you need to monitor your listings, you need to monitor your brand in the market, and then depending on the hijacking situation, you can take various approaches. Communications with the hijacker, you can join the Amazon brand registry program, you can get set up in frustration-free packaging, you can coordinate with your manufacturers, you can buy their inventory, or you can seek help from Amazon. And last but not least, if all else fails, you can seek legal help. So monitoring your listings. Step 1 is that you have to monitor your listings on Amazon. If you are not aware that a hijacking has occurred, you are at risk. And it's not if the hijackers are going to come, it's really when. If you're successful as an FBA seller, you will be a target. It just comes with the territory. So you need to take immediate and aggressive action upon detecting any hijacker activity. Hint, use Listing Eagle. And you are already an Eagle, so we're glad to have you. You also have to monitor your brand. You also need to monitor your brand in the market. Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Sears, and other e-commerce markets. Many e-commerce sites now offer saved search functionality where you can perform searches for your brand and or product names and then save that search and put in an email address to then receive notifications of any activity on that search when it gets a hit. And then it's time to fight back. You have many options, and again, time is of the essence. So take swift and aggressive action and push those pesky hijackers away and moving on to seek easier targets. Basically, you can't make them go away forever, but you can make them go try to pick on somebody that's going to be an easier target. So fighting back. Hijacker communications. Once you are aware of a hijacker on your listing, contact them via Amazon's contact seller messaging and immediately send them your communications. Inside Listing Eagle, you will be able to edit and use the communications templates. The first letter from your brand compliance office, and then the second letter with a more formal cease and desist directive. Fight back with Amazon programs. You can get set up in the Amazon brand registry program to help arm you in your defense. And you can also set up frustration-free packaging to jump through the hoops necessary to be in the program and thus eliminate the easy road for hijackers. Fight back by working with your manufacturers. If you can determine what the source of the product is, you may be able to get some protection from your manufacturer. Hopefully, you already have spelled out your exclusive rights to your private labeled product with your supplier. Remind them you are their valued partner with exclusive rights and to not provide your products to any unauthorized sellers. And you can fight back and buy the hijacker's inventory. If the hijacker does not respond to your communications, buy a unit of their inventory. You want to determine if the product is counterfeit, and this will help arm you in working with Amazon. If it's authentic, and they only have a handful of units, you can buy them out. If they are fighting with you for the buy box, determine if they are using a pricing bot, and perhaps use the advanced strategy on the next slide. So, the advanced strategy against pricing bots. And I do have to put out a disclaimer that, please use this at your own risk. If you have an unresponsive hijacker, buy a product and confirm it's authentic. If they are undercutting you every time you lower your price, then test if it's a bot by lowering the price in very small increments several times and see if it undercuts your price each time. So basically, you're trying to lower your price to win the buy box, and then you're monitoring to see if the bot will immediately adjust the price under yours to win it back. And if this happens several times, then you can wait until the middle of the night, like 3 or 4 a.m., and make a very aggressive price drop, like a 90% reduction. And then once the hijacker's bot responds to the price cut, then you want to immediately place an order for their full inventory and buy them out at that heavily discounted price. And again, in dropping your price with that sort of aggressive reduction to trigger that bot, it can be risky. So I just have to remind you to please use at your own risk. Getting help from Amazon. So if you do feel like you've exhausted all your options and need help from Amazon, you can contact their copyright group. The challenge is Amazon will not just shut down other sellers on Amazon who have products to sell. So you have to make sure you have your product, photos, descriptions, and other content on your own branded website. www.yourbrand.com is the example here. You need to make the specific claim that there is a copyright infringement against your company website, not your Amazon listing. Amazon takes these claims very seriously. Fighting back against off-site hijacking. If your search turns up a hit for your brand or product that is off of Amazon, contact the hijackers in a similar fashion, but tweak the communications to that platform. So you want to reference terms of verified ownership, or feedback for that platform, etc. Again, take swift and aggressive action. If the hijacker is unresponsive, again, buy a unit. If it's counterfeit, seek a refund, and provide the e-commerce site the details that the product was counterfeit, and leave negative seller feedback. Sellers on these platforms are very sensitive to their feedback. So in summary, you want to monitor your listings. So once you receive that text alert from Listing Eagle, log in and start your communication process. Take swift and aggressive steps against the hijacker. Send your communication 1 via the Amazon contact seller messaging. If there's no response within 24 hours, send communication 2. If there's no response, buy a unit. Validate the authenticity of that unit. Understand their source and how many they have, right? That's going to determine, again, what some of your options are, and if you want to just buy them out, if they have just one unit or a handful of units. And then understanding their source and working with your manufacturer again if you can. And you can also join the Amazon programs. So it makes it harder for them to do what you're doing because you are jumping through the hoops necessary to be in these programs. And you can test the various inventory buying strategies. If applicable, contact Amazon with copyright infringement claim details against your company website. Again, that's the key. And last resort, seek legal help. So thanks for joining this training. We hope you got some value out of this and that you're ready to fight the hijackers on your FBA listings and defend your business. If you have any questions around Listing Eagle, please contact us by sending an email to support@listingeagle.com, and we'll take great care of you. I want to wish you success. Thank you.